What makes a narcissist come back after discarding you? The narcissist may have devalued you. They may have reduced or underestimated your worth or importance, but can they revalue you? Can they make a new evaluation? Can they make a new judgment, assessment, appraisal, rating, estimation? Can they reconsider? Can they reassess? Can they think of you as deserving of respect, admiration, or support again? Can they give you the proper care, consideration, sympathy, and concern? Can they pay attention to new or different factors? Can they treat you better after they have already devalued you? While a narcissist can revalue you, it will never be the same as what it was in the beginning. Once a narcissist treats you worse, the relationship is over. It will never be the same again. The idealization phase at the start of the relationship was just an act. It was designed to hook you and secure your admiration, trust, and loyalty. They projected a version of themselves that seemed attentive, loving, and perfect. But that was not their true self. It was merely a performance tailored to meet your needs, so that they could gain control. So once you have seen through their facade and they know you know, they're not going to hide it from you anymore. They're going to feel more comfortable around you. They're not going to put in the extra effort just to hide their true self from you. That would require a lot of their energy, because it's not who they naturally are. And it would be a waste of their energy because now you already know who they are. So why would they bother trying to manipulate you or hiding that side of themselves from you if they know that you've already got them all figured out? They wouldn't. They conceal themselves and they revalue you because they know that you haven't fully figured them out. They know that you don't know who you're really dealing with. So while they may appear charming, cooperative, and accommodating, it's only because they know you haven't grasped the depths that they're willing to go to hide their issues. Because they know that if you did know, you would be seeing them very differently. You would be responding differently to them. So it's only when they know that they have you fooled that they will continue revaluing you. But narcissists are so skilled at hiding the severity of their harmful nature that nobody will ever see just how messed up they really are. You will never see their mask or the wig off. You might see the mask slip, but that is only the tip of the iceberg. You would only see their true nature if you were on a deserted island together, and if they knew there would be any consequences for their actions. But in public and around other people, where they are conscious of their image and of other people's perceptions of them, you're never going to see what lies beneath the veil. They're never going to reveal that to you. They will devalue you. They will manipulate, criticize, or withhold from you, which is a part of their true nature. But it's not the full scope of their behaviours. It's not the true depth. You're seeing a toned down version of their character. It's less extreme and intense. It's moderated by external forces. And the level to which it is lessened is dependent on how much they have to lose or how much they have to gain. But once they have begun devaluing you, they've already given you a taste of their true tendencies. So even if they later attempt to revalue you, the relationship will never return to the intensity or perceived harmony of the beginning, because now they know you're onto them. So they cannot be vulnerable around you, they cannot be cordial, they cannot be warm or friendly, because by doing that they would be putting themselves in danger. So unless you are dealing with a narcissistic psychopath, there's going to be some element of fear there. And even with those psychopathic traits, they're not going to be so foolish to put themselves at risk. Which means that from the moment you get a glimpse of what you're actually dealing with, they're going to act more cold and distant around you. They're going to view you as their enemy, their adversary, their opponent, because now you have gathered intel. You have secret information about them which they do not want to be disclosed, so the last thing they're going to do is to allow themselves to be open and vulnerable around you, because then they're exposing themselves to view. They're giving you ammunition which you could use to destroy them. So the relationship is never going to be the same as it was before. It's never going to return to that same level of intensity or perceived harmony, because you're no longer as valuable to them as you were before. Your value to a narcissist is based on how much you know about them. It's based on your knowledge of them, your awareness, and your susceptibility to their manipulation. So once they know you're onto them, they will start to become really cold, to where they appear to lack affection or warmth. They become unemotional, unfriendly, inhospitable, unwelcoming, unsympathetic. And usually they will never return to the way they were before. But even if they do revalue you, it's not out of genuine care or remorse. It's only if they believe that you have regained value or utility to them, if you have gained status, resources or connections that they can exploit, or if you have established boundaries or moved on, as this may create a challenge that reignites the narcissist's need for control, or the narcissist may have lost other sources of supply, to where it is left with fewer options to fulfill their emotional or psychological needs. But either way, when they come back, it's usually temporary and self-serving. Narcissists rarely experience genuine empathy or change their manipulative behaviour. So any renewed attention is a strategic move rather than a sign of true appreciation or respect, especially if you have already confronted them. Because once you confront a narcissist on their behaviour, they're never going to see you the same way ever again. They're still holding a grudge even when it appears they're revaluing you, because you've already challenged their authority, set boundaries or exposed their behaviour. So from that point on they will harbour resentment, even while they're pretending to reconcile or idealise you again. Which is why if they come back to you, you may notice that underlying grudge manifested in passive aggressive behaviour, where they're giving you subtle digs, dismissiveness, or withholding affection as a way to punish you. Some narcissists may be more skilled at concealing their feelings of distaste initially, but gradually you will experience future devaluation, where they may plan to hurt or discard you again later as a form of revenge, because while they may revalue you, it's conditional re-engagement. It's to regain control, but the resentment remains underneath the surface, because narcissists rarely forgive in a genuine way. They view forgiveness as a loss of power, so any apparent reconciliation will be transactional and temporary. It will serve their own interests, rather than signalling true emotional resolution. It will never be the same as it was in the beginning, because initially when they first met you, you were in peak condition. You had your health and finances in check, you were looking good and feeling good about yourself, but then they began to stress you out. And maybe you lost weight or gained weight. They drained your energy and finances, and then they started to devalue you. They said you're not as attractive to them anymore, or you're not as successful as you used to be, until finally they discarded you. And by that point they're so angry, they're so bitter and resentful, because it's like they already had what they were searching for. You were the winning lottery ticket. They had you in the palm of their hand. But then gradually as time went by, you just slipped out of their grasp. They couldn't hold on to that attractive, successful version of you. They couldn't maintain it, because they didn't deserve you. And it frustrates them because you were right there. You were theirs for the taking. You were ready and available for them to take advantage of. They just didn't know how to treat you. And it reminded them that they didn't deserve you. Because if they were worthy of you, then you would still be you. You wouldn't be less than what you were at the beginning. You would be even better. So even when they come back and they revalue you, their feelings of jealousy and resentment remain beneath the surface, because they see how much better you are without them, and it reminds them that they're just not worthy of you. But they don't want to think that they're not worthy, so instead they blame you, they hold a grudge against you, and they accuse you of not being the person that they wanted you to be, because they just can't accept the fact that they didn't deserve you. This is why they flaunt their new supply. They act passive aggressive towards you, they insult you, they belittle you, they sabotage your success, because deep down they feel unworthy of you. So even when they see you healing and moving on without them, and your health and finances start to return, they come back just to try and prove to you that you're not happy without them. They come back to make you feel like a fraud, an imposter, as though you're not really doing anything special. Because they're jealous. They wanted to have you, but they didn't deserve you. So now, they don't want to see you living carefree. They will come back just to cause chaos and disruption. Because they know they're never going to be at peace. They're never going to be happy. While you're going to move on and things are going to get better for you. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button to receive the notifications. If you would like to support the channel, you can donate at paypal.me/Narc Survivor. You can book a one-on-one with me on my website. It's narcsurvivor.co.uk. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.